Welcome everybody to the March 8th, 2021 public hearing of the Planning Commission on City of Plant City Comprehensive Plan Amendments. We thank you for attending this meeting. Your comments and participation is encouraged. To minimize feedback in the audio, all participants in the meeting will be muted until it is their opportunity to speak. Planning commissioners who are virtual should raise their hand in WebEx to indicate they would like to speak. You can also send the chat to Melissa if you would prefer to be recognized that way. Please be sure to state your name at the beginning of your remarks for the benefit of the clerk. There will be an opportunity for members of the public to provide comments. You will be unmuted when it is your turn to speak. Please wait until the chair calls on you to begin speaking. State your name at the beginning of your comments and adhere to the time limits. If anyone is having difficulty or is watching via HTV and would like to provide comments to be included in the record for local government hearing, please email them to planner@plancom.org, planner@plancom.org. That's PLANNER@plancom.org. For those who are not familiar with our process, the meeting will be conducted as follows. The agenda item will be introduced. Staff will give their presentation with a 15-minute time limit. The applicant will be given the opportunity to make a presentation with a 15-minute time limit. Following presentations, members of the public may address the Planning Commission when recognized by the chairman. Public comment will be heard for 3 minutes per person. The applicant will be afforded a 3-minute period for rebuttal or response. Planning commissioners will then ask questions. Public comment will be closed. Then upon a motion, a second, and discussion, a vote will be taken. At this point, I'd like to ask the clerk to go ahead and call roll.
Good evening, Joseph.
Here.
Bernstein.
Here.
Cardenas.
Here.
Linkus.
Here.
Kress.
Here.
Marina.
Here.
Howell.
Here.
Powell. Thank you. Dix.
Mr. Clerk, here. John Dix is here.
Thank you. Dowdy.
Here.
Handy. Commissioner Handy. Dickerson.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Dickerson's
Rodriguez?
here. I think Handy may have answered.
Oh, I'm sorry. Commissioner Handy, could you
Yes.
just verify you're here?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you. And you have a quorum.
Thank you. All right. Our first item of business is number 2A PCCPA 20-08, Future Land Use Map Amendment, southeast corner of East Sam Allen and North Wilder Roads, and the presenter is Mark Hudson.
Mark, you are no longer sharing your screen.
Oh, all right, let me escape. Do I need to join the meeting again? I don't see that screen again.
No, you don't. You just have to try to reshare it again. It looked like you were for a second, and then it lost connection.
Okay, one more time.
Okay, so now we have the Plant City Comprehensive Plan.
Yes. There we go. Can everyone see the screen now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. Sorry for the slight delay. Mark Hudson, Planning Commission staff. Krista Kelly and myself have 2 plan amendments to share with you this evening. The first one is PCCPA 20-08. This shows you the plan amendment site located on their vision map, indicated by the star. It is located in the northeast quadrant of the city. It is in very close proximity to a planned major commercial activity center. and has already completed the annexation process. It is located more specifically at the southeast corner of East Sam Allen Road and North Wilder Roads. This shows you a little bit zoomed in aerial of the site. Of course, this affected area is surrounded by the lavender dashed line. You can see that it is again located at the southeast corner of North Wilder Road and Sam Allen Road. I will note on this slide, since I have the opportunity, the northern boundary, Sam Allen Road, currently does not extend to that place, but it will be extended, and that is going to be the primary access for this development. The applicant has a presentation that will also give you a little bit more definitive idea of how the project is to be laid out. By way of a little bit of background, this is privately initiated. As I already mentioned, it has completed the annexation process, so it is already part of the City of Plant City. It's over 10 acres, so it will require the City Commission's action to transmit to the Department of Economic Opportunity for their review. It comes in just a little over 30 acres at 32.79 acres. Its current land use still is, as it has not gone through the plan amendment process, Hillsborough County Residential 1, which allows 1 dwelling unit per acre, and the applicant has requested Plant City Residential 9, which allows 9 units per acre. This is the future land use map as it stands today. The area that is surrounded by the lavender dash line is currently white. It's called a transitional area because it has completed the annexation process, but has yet to be formally given a Plant City land use through a plan amendment. However, the land use that still resides there is Hillsborough County Residential 1. To the north, to the west, and to the south, those areas remain in unincorporated county and have land use density, categories of Hillsborough County Residential 1 and Hillsborough County Residential 2. To the east, where it makes connection with the municipal boundaries, it has a land use designation of Plant City Residential 4. This is how the land use map would change if it was ultimately approved by the Plant City Commission. Shows you the designation in the color of Plant City Residential 9. I will take a moment here to describe a little bit of the surrounding area and particularly remind you of some past actions, both of the Planning Commission and of the City Commission. If you can see my cursor, I'm circling an area that's in less than a quarter of a mile away. That was a plan amendment that came before you several months ago, requesting, and was an annexation as well. It was going from Hillsborough County Residential 1 to Plant City Commercial. The Planning Commission did find it consistent with the Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan, and the City Commission acted on that on February 22nd. So that now is a commercial designation. It's in the challenge period. The application was just found complete by DEO. So we will be changing those maps in approximately 30 days. This property is being combined with the rest of the property to the west, and that is the new location, and the City Commission approved their PD zoning of the same evening of the South Florida Baptist Hospital. It is relocating to that site. So our staff has been evaluating not only this property, but the surrounding properties based on this new regional tractor being located here. You can see at the very corner of your screen, up at the left-hand side, the dark yellow color, that is the very tip of North Park Isles, which is a new residential subdivision planned for over 2,500 homes. And they're actually quite an advanced state of permitting and actually going through the platting process right now. So, and that development is predominantly single-family detached homes. There is some proposals for some multifamily on the west side of Park Road, and this applicant is looking to develop townhomes to offer particularly the new employees at this regional attractor a variety of housing options. So what is the potential based on this plan amendment? Currently, you could build 32 homes on it in unincorporated county. That would increase to almost 295 dwelling units within with this land use designation. Currently, it has entitlements to about 30,000 square feet of neighborhood commercial uses. This will go up to 87,500 neighborhood commercial uses. I will say that as part of our report, we do not believe that multifamily or neighborhood commercial uses are in character with the area and have informed the city thus. They have a concurrent PD land rezoning going at the same time, which the city commission will hear on the same evening. And the applicant has requested townhomes. We do feel that it is in character as far as single-family detached, villas or townhomes with the character of the area. We did not feel that it was in character for those multifamily or neighborhood commercial uses. And of course, as with other plan categories, it doesn't necessarily mean that all uses allowed in that category are appropriate in every location. And we further refine that using the zoning code. I have some photographs and some aerials to give you an idea, character of the area. Predominantly, it is an agricultural uses and large lot single-family development, as you see. This is an aerial of the site. And this is the intersection of East Sam Allen Road and North Wilder Roads. I'll point out in this photograph that where the road ends there and you see the sign to either turn north or south, that is where Sam Allen would be extended to and where the primary access to this property would be. The Hillsborough County Metropolitan Planning Organization, on behalf of the city, analyzed potential alignments of this road to get the road ultimately from here over to Charlie Taylor Road. And this would be the beginning point of that new roadway facility that was envisioned in the Northeast Plant City Area Master Plan. This shows you the site when I went out and visited it some time ago, giving you a general idea that, of course, it's been historically in agricultural uses, and they were between crops at this point. And this shows you North Wilder Road looking south. The plan amendment site is located on your left of the screen, and there are some single-family homes on large lots on the right of your screen. And this is looking north on North Wilder Road, showing some of the residential development along that road. Our staff did review this, in particular with the Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan. The complete goals, objectives, and policies are within your packets for your review. And generally, we found this consistent with the neighborhood conservation, community development, growth management, public facilities, and housing sections within that plan. There are issues concerning school capacity. This is kind of arose over the last several cycles. I know the school district has taken a particular interest in this area and is analyzing it for future school expansion. I will say that this development and others in the Northeast Quadrant will need to go through the school concurrency process when they get to the site plan or the platting stage. This will require an in-depth transportation analysis because it's required as part of the plan development rezoning, and any improvements that are determined to be needed coming out of that analysis will be coordinated with Hillsborough County. And finally, we did speak with the utilities director for Plant City concerning their capacity and ability to serve the site with water and wastewater services. And they said that they do currently have the capacity in both to meet the adopted level service standards with the addition of those new homes. This is the beginning of the hearing process. We're here to garner your recommendation today this evening on March 8th. We'll be giving a very similar presentation to the Plant City Planning Board on March 24th. That's occurs at 8:30 in the morning on a Wednesday at City Hall. And we'll be conducting a transmittal hearing with the City Commission on April 26th. Again, that's at City Hall at 7:30 in the evening. And we're currently projecting an adoption hearing with the City Commission in June or July of this year. With that, the Planning Commission staff recommends that PCCPA 20-08 be found consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of the Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan, and to forward this recommendation to the Plant City Commission. I stand for any questions you may have, and I do also know that the applicant also has a PowerPoint which they would like to share.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hudson. The applicant can go ahead and do their presentation.
Good evening. Lise Batzel Stearns Weaver Miller. Thank you for allowing us to present tonight. If I may, I'd like to share my screen.
It's the bottom button at the. It says share.
Oh, you're not seeing that? Okay.
No, we're not.
Mark, I'm having technical difficulties. Would you share for me and I'll just say advanced slide? This is why we have backups.
Yeah, actually, I believe Lionel's in the position to share it, if he may.
Thank you. Interesting, it worked fine just a second ago.
Lionel, are you there? Lisa, Mark, I am not seeing Lionel.
Okay, I will try to bring it up. Just give me one moment, please.
Sorry, Mark, I'm making your job more difficult tonight. It's telling me I logged in with the wrong browser.
Mark, we had your screen for a second and it's not sharing anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to do it one more time. Can you see it?
Yes, we can. Future land use map.
Yes.
Thank you. Next slide, please, Mark. As Mark mentioned, this property is 32.8 acres, generally located at the northeast intersection of I-4, Park Road, slightly to the east. It is generally located in the southeast corner of East Sam Allen and North Wilder Road. Next slide, please. The request is to establish a residential 9 future land use classification in place of the transitional area, which Mark already mentioned, is from County Residential 1. There is a rezoning application in progress. We have already received comments back on our initial site plan from the city planners, but generally it's a proposed development containing 294 townhomes and related amenities. Next slide, please. Again, the current future land use map. Mark's already shown you this. Next slide. And the proposed future land use map. One thing that's interesting if you look at this map is the proximity to the area in red, which is commercial future land use, but it's also an area that's designated as a commercial activity center. There's a lot in Mark's staff report that talks about the commercial activity center and driving development into this area. Next slide, please. As we mentioned, this project is for 294 townhomes. This is generally the planned development site plan that's going to move forward before a city commission. You can see here that the primary access is off of that future Sam Allen Road extension with only an emergency access off of Wilder Road. Next slide, please. From a comp plan justification standpoint, this is in the area envisioned for residential development in your vision map. We've already talked about the location being so close to Baycare, the new Baycare Hospital, to North Park Isles, and to that significant commercial activity center. Res 9 and townhome development would promote this compact development that is encouraged in your comprehensive plan. The project also has access to Sam Allen Road, which is planned eventually for a 4-lane expansion. And I believe it's on the MPO as well as the CIP plan. It is less than a quarter of a mile from the new South Florida Baptist Hospital. And we hope that this project, the new South Florida Baptist Hospital, will be in need of many new employees. We hear about 500. So this project will help to ensure a variety of housing types in close proximity to this major employer. Next slide, please. As you can see here, we've just designated in the cross-hatched area that area that is the entire South Florida Baptist Hospital area. And you can see our project outlined in green to the east. Very close proximity to both this commercial activity center and, of course, this new project. Next slide, please. In conclusion, we are compatible with the surrounding area. And although you aren't looking at these site-specific issues, we are being very sensitive with our site design. We will address in our plan development application and site plan additional compatibility issues, such as enhanced buffers, to ensure that we're very cognizant of the surrounding development. Planning Commission staff, as Mark noted, did find this proposal consistent with the Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan. We're here with our development team tonight, and we are available to answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to check with HTV really quick to make sure that there are no comments for this item from the public. Nope. All right. Seeing no comments from the public.
Commissioner Joseph, the clerk did ask if we could verify if Commissioner Rodriguez was on the line for the record.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. All right. Seeing no comments from the public, I will open it up to the planning commissioners for questions on this item and comments. Is that a look? Commissioner Bernstein? No? Let me check on the WebEx here to see if I got any hands raised. I don't see any commissioners on the WebEx with their hands raised. I'm not seeing any commissioners in the room. I will go on ahead and close the public comment portion and open it up to entertain motions on this item from the commissioners.
Mr. Chair, I move that we find the proposed land use designation change for Plant City CPA, PCCPA 2008 from Hillsborough County Residential 1 to Plant City Residential 9, consistent with the Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan, forwards recommendation to the Plant City Commission.
I got a motion to approve by Commissioner Marino.
Second, Commissioner Kress.
Second by Commissioner Kress. Any more discussion on this item from the commissioners? Oh, wait, I see Commissioner Handy has her hand raised on the line.
Yes, thank you. I did have a question regarding the land use goal 7, a couple of the elements actually. Goal 7, where it talks about the hometown feel and promoting cycling and walking, and I wondered how the development might address that. And this kind of goes hand in hand with my other question about the housing element, which calls for workforce diversity and affordable housing. I think it looks like a great location based on the proposed hospital development, and it will be important to provide affordable and workforce housing as well as transportation alternatives, walking, biking, and so what is being done to address trails or connections and affordable housing? Thank you.
I guess I could start by responding to that question, and then the applicant may want to answer more specifically dealing with their project in particular. We have studied this area, as I mentioned earlier, with the Northeast Plant City Area Master Plan, offering a diverse types of housing within this area is important to us, and to be sure that it's affordable. And that's one reason why, since we now have this major attractor, that we're looking at multiple types of housing in very close proximity, multifamily, single-family detached, and now townhomes. There are parts in the code that require different modes. When I say code, I mean Plant City zoning code. It requires different modes of transportation to be provided for. And, the city is looking on particularly new roads in that area for the build conductivity and the grid pattern, and all those roads that are being planned for and expansions of those roads include bicycle and pedestrian facilities. So we are trying to particularly concentrate on creating this fabric that these citizens feel they're part of the overall community and not just an isolated portion in the northeast quadrant of the city, to be sure they're part of that fabric. As far as I don't know if Elise, if you have some general comments on how you're going to address this internally within the site, probably more related to your PD zoning than the land use change.
Yes, of course. Commissioner Handy, to address your question related to hometown feel and pedestrian connectivity, there is a trail that we are designing internal to the site that will go around the lake so that it provides enhanced pedestrian availability within the site. We are also building sidewalks along the extension, which the developer will bring for Sam Allen Road. That will be at the developer's expense, of course. And as Mark mentioned, with respect to the housing element, although this isn't a open quote affordable housing project, there's a very attainable element to townhomes, particularly in the proximity to such a large new employer. And so we are hoping, we feel that this project will actually add to that diversity of housing that is called for in the comprehensive plan. Did I thoroughly answer your questions, or do you have additional questions for us?
No, thank you. That covered it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Commissioner Handy. I see Commissioner Linkus has her hand up on the WebEx also.
I simply wanted to say that as an area that I'm less familiar with, I found this staff report so comprehensive and really painted a complete picture of what's going on here, both site-specific and sort of the bigger picture of a pretty significant change that's happening here. So just wanted to commend you for making this something that I felt like we could all understand and make good decisions about. Thank you.
I would just build on some comments that Commissioner Dowdy had at your regular meeting. Plant City is projected to grow significantly over the next 30 years. Right now it's about 40,000. We're expecting it to grow to 70,000 in that short period of time. The city, and most of that growth is going to occur in this area. And that's why the city back in around 2007, 2008 embarked on the Northeast Master Plan to ensure that they have a comprehensive view of how that new area of the community should be developed, and also how they should be integrated into the existing municipality. And though that, when we started that work back in 2007, the growth wasn't really occurring in that area, we feel that now we're well prepared by laying that groundwork back so many years ago.
Thank you, Mr. Hudson. Thank you for the comments, Commissioner Linkus. Are there any more bits of discussion, comments from the commissioners on this item before we go to a vote? All right, seeing no more hands raised online and seeing no more lights in the room, we have a motion for approval or consistency, I forget which one, by Commissioner Marino, and a second to that motion by Commissioner Kress. I will ask at this time that the clerk do a roll call vote on this item, seeing no more discussion.
Joseph?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Cardenas?
Yes.
Kress?
Yes.
Marina?
Yes.
Howell?
Yes.
Dix?
Yes.
Dowdy?
Yes.
Handy?
Yes.
Linkus?
Yes.
Motion carried 10-0.
Thank you. Commissioner Dix, I just wanted to double check to make sure I didn't miss you on that last item. I looked over and saw your camera on the WebEx. I just wanted to make sure that was for voting purposes.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, all right. All right, on to our next item, number 2B, PCCPA 20-10, Future Land Use Map Amendment, South Knights Griffin Road, east of North Wilder Road, and the presenter is Krista Kelly.
Thank you. Let me share it for you. Again, Krista Kelly, Planning Commission staff, and I'm presenting a future land use map in Plant City, or a Plant City future land use map amendment, CPA 2010. As you can see on the Plant City vision map, the site is located in the northeast quadrant of this vision map. It's south of Knights Griffin Road and east of North Wilder Road. This is an aerial of the site just to give you the context or the character of the surrounding area. As you can see, the site is used for agricultural purposes, as is the surrounding area primarily to the north, east, and west. And to the south, there is a rural subdivision established. To give you background, this is a privately initiated plan amendment, and it has a companion voluntary annexation. The property is greater than 10 acres in size, which requires state review. And the site, it totals 30.59 acres. Currently, it's in the Hillsborough County jurisdiction and designated agricultural estates, which allows 1 unit per 2.5 acres. The applicant's requesting a change to the Plant City Residential 4 designation. This is the adopted future land use map, currently showing the site and the site to the north and a sliver to the south as agricultural estates. To the west, the area is predominantly residential 1, again in the Hillsborough County jurisdiction. And to the northeast and southeast, there are lands designated agricultural rural, which allows a density of 1 unit per 5 acres. The applicant is requesting residential 4. As you can see, the site is adjacent to the city boundary of Plant City, and the area within that boundary is also designated residential 4. And I might point out that residential 4 is the lowest density category in Plant City. The impact of this change would basically be an increase in the number of dwelling units from 12 dwelling units to 122 dwelling units. I'm going to show you some photographs of the surrounding area. This is the area just to kind of give you a location. Again, you can see a lot of rural home sites and agricultural lands and undeveloped lands. This is looking north along Wilder Road, along the western boundary of the site. And this is on the southern boundary of the amendment site along Lawrence Road. And these are the rural residential home sites you saw on the aerial. Staff reviewed this proposal for consistency with the Plant City comprehensive plan and found it generally consistent with a number of sections, including neighborhood conservation, enhanced hometown charm, future growth and annexation policies, and growth management policies. In addition, there's the provision for public facilities, agricultural compatibility, and intergovernmental coordination. And these policies and these goals, objectives, and policies are provided to you in your packet. We distributed this amendment for agency comment and did receive a comment from the school board noting that Knights Elementary, Marshall Middle, and Plant City High currently do not have adequate capacity. And I would point out that school capacity will be addressed through concurrency review at the time of development. Required transportation improvements will be coordinated with Hillsborough County, and the Utilities Department in Plant City did not foresee issues in the provision of water and wastewater services. Based on these findings, the Planning Commission staff recommends that PC CPA 2010 be found consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of Imagine 2040 Plant City Comprehensive Plan and forward this recommendation to the Plant City Commission. Similar to the timeline that Mark showed you on the previous amendment, this will go to the City Commission on April 23rd and projected for adoption. At that point, it will be transmitted to the state, and the projected adoption date is in June or July of 2021. And the applicant is here and would like to provide a presentation as well. So I'll turn it over to her.
Good evening. My name is Diane Chadwick. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. And can you see my slides?
No.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yep.
We're moving right along here. We're all getting the hang of this. I'm here on behalf of Esterline Holdings, Land Holdings. With me tonight is also Bart Allen, the attorney for Esterline. And by the way, I am with Stantec. I'm a planner with Stantec in Tampa. My address is 777 South Harbor Island Boulevard in Tampa. Mark and Krista have talked about the boundaries of the project. This zooms out a little bit. You can see the East Knights Griffin Road to our north and Wilder Road to our west, but you can also see the city boundary on our eastern side, and this is the extension of the city's boundary. We do have an annexation application in with the city. Plant City now has a new policy by which they ask for comprehensive plans, annexations, come forward with a plan development application so that they have a comprehensive understanding of what is being proposed on the site. We will be submitting a plan development application probably this week still. So we are following that policy that they have just recently established. Let me see if I can get the slide to move. Whoop, there we go. So this just gives you more on the actual future land use. And as you can see, there's the R4 designation to our east. And this whole eastern edge over here is the 1,000 acre Varea development that was recently approved by the city commission. And it proposes 2,600 residential units, which is comparable to the North Park Isles project to our west that was recently approved for about the same number of units. So there's a lot of concentration of the R4 designation to our east, and I believe we start going towards R6, and you just heard a request for R9 to the south. So this is very much in keeping with what the trends are in that area. This is the site overlaid on an aerial. The green line you see there is actually the wetland line for the property. And as you can see, a good portion of our eastern boundary, the total northern boundary, and the northernmost western boundary along Wilder Road are all lined with a wetland, and that wetland was established by Hillsborough County's EPC department. So about 19 acres of our site out of the 30 acres is a wetland. So we only have about 11 acres left by which to develop. So the idea, I know that the Planning Commission staff has to look at the ultimate build out, but it's very, very unlikely you would see an ultimate build out on this site because of how much wetlands are on the property. I would say the applicant does not actually have immediate plans for development of this site. This was just an opportunity to move forward with the annexation and get the comprehensive plan established for the property. And at this point, they probably would not have come forward with a planned development plan had it not been for the city's new policy. So we're moving forward with that. We understand the reasons for that and are very happy to oblige on that. So we would tell you that we believe this request is consistent with the surrounding area. It's consistent with the city's comprehensive plan, and it's also consistent with the city's Northeast Master Plan. And at this time, we'll just make ourselves available to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. All right, I just want to double check with HTV again to make sure we don't have any comments on this one. Public comments? Nope, no items from the public. All right, I will open it up to the commissioners then for questions and discussion on this item. Not seeing any in the room. I am not seeing any hands raised online. Do one more check around the room. All right, seeing no hands raised online and no interest in the room, I will go ahead and close the public comment section of this and open the floor up for motions from the commissioners.
Commissioner Handy did just raise her hand online.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Commissioner Handy, please go ahead.
Thank you. I just, a question for clarification regarding the annexation and how that process works. So Plant City will accept annexation requests along with this type of amendment. Could you please clarify that for me so I'm clear on how that works? Thank you.
Yes, I'm somewhat new to Plant City's process, and I'm going to turn this over to Mark.
We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
The City of Plant City coordinates annexations with unincorporated, or the Board of County Commissioners, the Hillsborough County. In particular, they coordinate between their planning staffs and also between the city and the county attorney. So there is that interaction between both the city and the county. Someone petitions the city that they request to come in. The city determines if they can properly serve that with utilities and transportation improvements and the like. If they feel that it is meets the statutory requirements and also that it's within their ability to properly serve the area, they reach out to the county to see if they have any objections to it. And if not, then the annexation moves forward. I will say that Diane is correct. This used to be 3 separate processes: the annexation, the land use change, and the zoning. And the City Commission would hear them on different nights. The City Commission recently feels that they have a better, can evaluate it all better and more appropriately if they hear it during the same evening. So that's why that is like the plan amendment that I just presented a moment ago was already annexed into the city. However, the one that this one here, they're going to process all 3 of those items concurrently. Commissioner, did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you for that additional information. I appreciate it. I would like to follow up with a comment that I'm actually looking at a zoomed out aerial photo in addition to some of the information provided in the package. It just looks to me like it's extremely rural for that type of density, especially given the limited buildable area. And I'm a little bit uncomfortable with rural it is and whether or not something like this might be premature given the surrounding low density and in all fairness to the existing rural residents and current lack of services for that type of density. So that idea gives me pause, honestly.
I can describe that in the surrounding area, there are a number of entitlements that have not been built yet to the south of the site that are somewhat dense. And again, I'm going to have to rely on Mark because he has all the historical knowledge in the details. Mark, could you help me out here?
Sure, I'd be happy to talk about it a little bit. I'm not quite sure if that was more of a comment or a question. I will say the plan amendment that Krista presented a moment ago is on the northern extreme of the area that was studied for the Northeast Master Plan. The city does not intend or does not believe they will be going north of Knights Griffin Road. However, they have planned for all the areas south of Knights Griffin Road. I will say the city has a policy that they do not allow development on well and septic. They require the provision of utilities, both wastewater and water. And typically, to make that type of development pattern work, you have to have at least 4 units an acre. Anything less than that, it doesn't make financial sense to actually serve a development with those amenities at less than 4 units an acre. So typically, most of the areas that are envisioned to ultimately come into Plant City that are in on the edges of the community are being looked at as residential 4, unless they have some type of environmental amenities where they should remain more rural, to be sensitive to those environmental amenities that are particularly on the east side of Charlie Taylor Road and also a little bit north of this area. But generally speaking, the area is being looked at for future residential development, such as what is being proposed here tonight. Commissioner, I don't know if that responded to any of your thoughts or not.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Hudson, and thank you, Commissioner Handy. Were there any more questions on this item from the commissioners? Taking a look around again. Not seeing any more hands online. I will go ahead and close public comment on this item officially and open up the floor for motions from the commissioners. Yes, Commissioner Powell?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to make a motion that we find the proposed land use designation change, CP CPA 2010, Hillsborough County, and consistent with the Imagine 2040, and that we forward this over to Plant City Commission.
Motion by Commissioner Powell, is a second by Commissioner Bernstein.
Yes, second that motion.
Thank you, Commissioner Bernstein. All right, so we have a motion for consistency by Commissioner Powell, a second by Commissioner Bernstein. Is there any more discussion on this item from the commissioners? Seeing none in the room. I see Commissioner Handy, you have your hand up online. Is that from the last one, or do you have some more comments on this?
No, I'm sorry. I forgot to put it down.
It's better safe than sorry, so it's quite all right. Thank you very much. All right, seeing no more discussion on this item at this time, I will ask the clerk to go ahead and do a roll call vote on this item.
Joseph?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Cardenas?
Yes.
Kress?
Yes.
Marina?
Yes.
Powell?
Yes.
Dix?
Yes.
Dowdy?
Yes.
Handy?
No.
Linkett?
Yes.
Motion carried 9-1. Commissioner Handy voted no.
Thank you very much. All right, that is all the items we have on the City of Plant City public hearing. So I will go ahead and adjourn the City of Plant City public hearing, and we will kick it on over to the City of Tampa. Welcome to March 8th Welcome to the March 8th, 2021 public hearing on Planning Commission on City of Tampa Comprehensive Plan Amendments. We thank you for attending this meeting. Your comments and participation is encouraged. To minimize feedback in the audio, all participants in the meeting will be muted until it is their opportunity to speak. Planning commissioners who are virtual should raise their hand in WebEx to indicate they would like to speak. You can also send the chat to Melissa if you would prefer to be recognized that way. Please be sure to state your name at the beginning of your remarks for the benefit of the clerk. There will be an opportunity for members of the public to provide comments. You will be unmuted when it is your turn to speak. Please wait until the chair calls on you to begin speaking. State your name at the beginning of your comments and adhere to the time limits. If anyone has difficulties or is watching via HTV and would like to provide comments to be included in the record for a local government hearing, please email them to planner@plancom.org. That's planner@plancom.org, planner@plancom.org. For those of you who are not familiar with our processes, the meeting will be conducted as follows. The agenda item will be introduced. Staff will give their presentations with a 15-minute time limit. The applicant will be given the opportunity to make a presentation with a 15-minute time limit. Following presentations, members of the public may address the Planning Commission when recognized by the chairman. Public comment will be heard for 3 minutes per person. The applicant will be afforded a 3-minute period for rebuttal or response. Planning commissioners will then ask questions. Public comment will be closed, and upon a motion, a second, and discussion, a vote will be taken. At this time, I'd like to ask the clerk to go ahead and call roll.
Joseph,
Here.
Bernstein,
Here.
Cardenas,
Here.
Kress,
Here.
Moreno,
Here.
Powell,
Here.
Dix,
Here.
Dowdy,
Here.
Handy,
Here.
Linkus,
Here.
Dickerson,
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
Thank you. You have a quorum?
Thank you. All right. On to our action items. The first item, number 2A, was misnoticed and was rescheduled for April 12th, 2021. That's TACPA 20-34, Future Land Use Map Amendment. Again, it is rescheduled for April 12th of 2021. So we'll be moving on to item number 2B, which is TACPA 20-33, Future Land Use Map Amendment, 105 West Sly Avenue, and the presenter is Danny Collins.
Good evening, Commissioners. This is Danny Collins with your Planning Commission staff, with Comprehensive Plan and Map Amendment 2033. The subject site is in the Central Tampa Planning District. It's within the Seminole Heights Urban Village, and more specifically, it's in the Seminole Heights neighborhood. It's located here on our locational map. Here's an aerial map of the subject site and the surrounding properties. You'll see the subject site's outlined with black color. It's on the northwest corner of North Florida Avenue and West Sly Avenue. You'll see residential uses predominantly to the west and southwest of the subject site. Directly to the north is American Legion. And then to the east of the subject site is American Legion Park. You'll see there's predominantly non-residential uses found along North Florida Avenue. This is an image looking west at the subject site from North Florida Avenue. This is looking north along North Florida Avenue. The subject site is on our left. This is looking north at the subject site from West Sly Avenue. This is standing on the subject site looking east along the rear of the property. This is standing on the subject site looking south across West Sly Avenue. Just a quick background request. It's the privately initiated amendments. It's a small scale amendment, approximately 0.9 acres. The request is to change the future land use designation from the public semi-public designation to community commercial 35 designation. Here's the adopted future land use map, showing the subject site under that public, semi-public future land use designation. Directly to the east is American Legion Park, which is represented by the recreation open space category. To the south on North Florida Avenue is Community Commercial 35, and then to the southwest and west of the subject site is Residential 10. There is public directly to the north and to the southwest, shown in this blue color. Here's the proposed future land use map showing the subject site under the Community Commercial 35 designation. This is a slide showing the potential impacts of the proposed request. Currently under the public, semi-public designation, the density or potential intensity of the subject site is determined by the surrounding development pattern. So therefore we couldn't define the existing density of the request. As proposed under the CC 35 designation, the site can be configured for 31 potential dwelling units, or 78,408 square feet of non-residential development. This request will also allow for the consideration of intensive and general commercial zoning on the subject site under that CC 35. Staff reviewed the request and found it consistent with several of the goals and objectives of the comprehensive plan. More specifically, is consistent with the local city section, the Greater Seminole Heights Vision Plan, development in urban villages, mixed-use corridors, and also consistent with policies in the plan related to development in commercial areas. Based on those considerations, Planning Commission staff recommends that the proposed map amendment be found consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of the Imagine 2040 Tampa Comprehensive Plan. This concludes my presentation. I believe the applicant is on the line for any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. I just wanted to double check to make sure the applicant doesn't have a presentation. Yes, no. Mr. Collins?
I'm not sure if the applicant has provided a presentation or not. I believe she's on the line. She was on the line earlier.
If the applicant would like to speak, then please feel free.
Thank you. Elizabeth Hapner Law. I'm also a member of the board of the Center for Women, which is the applicant. We would like to sell this property. We have rolled the Center for Girls program into another one of our programs over the past year. And so we do not currently have a use for this property. In order to market it in today's environment, we would like to have a rezoning consistent with at least the 5 immediate parcels to the south across Sly Avenue. And as Mr. Collins has indicated, it is consistent with Imagine 2040 and the Tampa Comprehensive Plan, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. All right, let me double check, see if there's, we do have some public comment on this item, so.
I believe that Ms. Hapner was the only person who had signed up for public comment.
Oh, okay.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. So public comment is kind of over, or not going to happen, I guess. We'll see. So at this point in time, I'll open it up to the commissioners for comments on this item. See if anyone has questions or any discussion on this item. I'm checking the WebEx. I don't see any hands raised right now on the WebEx. Oh, Commissioner Powell, yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Not so much a question. I just wanted to say to Elizabeth, I like to, everything that, hold on, sorry. Dry throat. I would just like to say thank you for everything that you do in the community, and it's always nice to see a fellow MNU classmate. So just wanted to say hi and congratulate you for everything you do.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Commissioner Powell. All right. Not seeing any more lights in the room and no more hands online. I will go ahead and close public comment on this item and open it up to the commissioners for motions. Yes, Commissioner Bernstein.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, I would move that we vote to find Tampa CPA 20-33 consistent with the goals, objectives, and policies of the Imagine 2040 Tampa Comprehensive Plan.
Second.
I got a motion for consistency by Commissioner Bernstein and a second by Commissioner Marino. Is there any more discussion on this item from the commissioners? Seeing none in the room.
I think it was a second by Commissioner Powell.
It was a what? One more?
Well, I didn't second it, but.
Oh, it was you, Commissioner Powell? Oh, sorry. Second by, all right. Consistency finding by Commissioner Bernstein, a second by Commissioner Powell. I don't know. It sounded like your head moved, and I thought the sound came from that way. I don't know what that was. Second by Commissioner Powell. Any more discussion on the items from the commissioners? I'm not seeing any hands raised online or any lights in the room. I will ask the clerk to go ahead and do a roll call vote on this item.
Joseph?
Yes.
Bernstein?
Yes.
Cardenas?
Yes.
Kress?
Yes.
Marino?
Yes.
Powell?
Yes.
Dix?
Yes.
Dowdy?
Yes.
Commissioner Dowdy?
Yes.
Thank you. Handy?
Yes.
Lincoln?
Yes.
Motion carried 10-0.
Thank you very much. And that looks like our last item on this agenda. So with that, I will adjourn the meeting. Thank you, staff, for your time. Thank the commissioners for all their time. We'll see everybody next time. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.